Did you ever wonder why your cat seems to have full conversations with you, but stays almost completely silent around other cats? A cat can live with other cats for years and barely use a single meow. But the moment a human walks into the room, the sound appears. Short meows, long meows, questioning tones, demanding tones. It almost feels intentional. And here is the surprising part. Adult cats rarely meow at each other. In the feline world, meowing is not the primary language between cats. So why would they use it so often with humans? Is it instinct? Is it domestication? Or did cats actually adapt their voices specifically for us? The answer is more complex than it seems. It involves evolution, psychology, communication theory, and even something similar to how human babies cry to get attention. And there is one key detail that makes this behavior especially fascinating. It suggests that cats may have shaped their communication over thousands of years to fit human psychology. To understand why cats meow mostly to humans, we first need to understand how cats normally communicate with each other. Because once you see that difference clearly, everything starts to make sense. In the wild, adult cats do not rely heavily on meowing to communicate with one another. Instead, they use body language, ear position, tail movement, eye contact, posture. They also use scent marking and subtle vocalizations like hissing, growling, or yowling in specific situations. Meowing, however, is primarily used by kittens. Kittens meow to communicate with their mother. It is a survival signal. A hungry kitten meows. A cold kitten meows. A lost kitten meows. The sound triggers a caregiving response. But as cats grow older, this behavior naturally decreases, at least in cat-to-cat communication. So why do adult domestic cats continue to meow so much? The key lies in domestication. Around 9,000 to 10,000 years ago, wild cats began living near human settlements. They were attracted to rodents around stored grain. Over time, a relationship formed. Humans tolerated cats because they controlled pests. Cats tolerated humans because they provided food sources. Unlike dogs, cats were not actively bred for communication at first. But something subtle happened. Cats that were better at interacting with humans had an advantage. If a cat made a sound that caused a human to provide food, attention, or access to shelter, that behavior was reinforced. Over generations, cats that vocalized more effectively toward humans likely had higher survival and reproductive success. In simple terms, cats that talked to humans got rewarded. And here is something even more interesting. Studies show that domestic cats have developed a wide range of meow variations specifically for humans. The pitch, duration, and tone can vary depending on what the cat wants. Food, attention, access to a closed door. But how exactly do they know what works on us? And why does their meow sometimes feel impossible to ignore? To answer that, we need to look deeper into psychology and sound science. One of the most fascinating discoveries about cat meowing involves something called the solicitation purr. Researchers found that when cats want food, they often combine a normal purr with a higher frequency cry embedded within it. This cry is acoustically similar to the frequency range of a human baby's cry. Human brains are highly sensitive to that frequency range. It activates attention and caregiving instincts. We are biologically wired to respond to it. This does not mean cats consciously imitate babies. But over generations, cats that produced sounds triggering stronger human reactions were more likely to be fed and cared for. This is a process known as artificial selection, even if unintentional. In other words, humans did not deliberately train cats to sound this way. But our responses shaped their vocal evolution. Another important factor is that humans are not very good at reading feline body language. Compared to other cats, we often miss subtle tail flicks, ear rotations, or scent cues. So if body language does not reliably influence humans, vocalization becomes more effective. Meowing is loud. It is direct. It interrupts. Cats learn that sound gets results. Interestingly, feral cats that grow up without close human contact, tend to meow far less toward people. This suggests that frequent human-directed meowing is a learned and socially reinforced behavior. There is also individual variation. Some breeds, such as Siamese cats, are known to be more vocal. This is partly due to selective breeding. Humans favored cats that were more interactive and expressive. But even within the same breed, personality matters. Cats that receive stronger responses to their vocalizations may become more vocal over time. This creates a feedback loop. The cat meows. The human responds. The cat learns that meowing works. The behavior strengthens. Over time, this becomes a communication system.